Welcome to Yore VR's Blacksmithing 101 video. As you can see, we have our ingot from our smelter and we need to take it over there to the blacksmith. So let's go on a quick hike and beeline it to our freshly built blacksmith. The blacksmith is a multi-tiered building, which means that you build it over multiple tiers, 5 to be exact, starting with the wooden frame and then everything inside of it. Stepping back, you can see it in all of its glory, but let's get down to business here and go inside and take a peek. You can see that we have 2 chests, one for our coal and one for our ingots. But let's put this in the furnace and get started. Before diving into the forging process, I like to have my tools all set up and within range, and that allows me to have easy access without needing to go and hunt them down when I need them. This is very important because with blacksmithing, we have a much smaller window of opportunity to get clean strikes on the ingot. Underneath the furnace there, you can see there's that empty space. That's an indicator of how much fuel there is in the furnace. I need enough in order to heat and reheat this ingot, because the whole idea behind blacksmithing is that I want to get as many clean strikes on the ingot while it's in the optimal temperature range. The lower the temperature of the ingot when I'm hitting it with my hammer, the lower the quality of the end product will be. There we go. That should be enough now. So we're going to grab the bellows just like we did with the smelter, and we're going to work them up and down until that ingot gets nice and hot, and you can see that it animates in that yellowy, glowy texture. And that's telling you that it is in its most optimal heat range for smithing. So putting it over onto the anvil there, I'm going to put my tongs back down and grab my hammer, and if you listen, you can hear and see that it looks and sounds different when it's in the optimal range. You can hear right there that the sound changed and we're getting a lot less sparks. So sparks are good, smoke is bad, and you can tell by the sound that it's making if you're getting a good clean hit or not. What you want is you want all of your hits to look and sound like those very first hits. Those are your optimal strikes. Anything less than that is meaning that you're going to have a lower quality product at the end of the day, which means less health to the blade and it's going to do less damage. Eventually it's not going to make any noise at all, and that's telling you that you need to reheat it. Now, the idea would be that you want to reheat this ingot before it starts changing its sound and making less sparks. So that's going to be something that you're going to have to play with and get a good feel on. But for now, I'm just going to hit this thing as many times as I can in as short of a period as possible to get my blade out. But just know that by doing this, by hitting it and getting those lower quality hits, that the quality and the health and the damage of this blade at the end of the day is not going to be as good as it could be. So we're back up to optimal temperature. You can hear that nice clanging sound again. You can see that I've got sparks flying everywhere, and the blade slowly emerges from the ingot. We can see that we've dropped down a tier in quality of our hits, and another one, and we can see we're getting less and less sparks and more smoke, but it's still progressing things, and now we have ourselves a finished blade. Glowing red hot, meaning that it's a little bit too hot to pick up. So we're going to grab our tongs again, and we're just going to go and pick it and put it over into the quenching barrel, and that's going to cool it down, and you can see it just goes from that red to a plain metal look and feel fairly quickly. Put it back on the anvil here. Let's get rid of these tongs, and let's take a look at our lovely blade. Ooh, shiny. So we can see it's all finished, and now on the table ahead of us are going to be pommels, grips, and cross guards. Now the kind of pommels and the kind of grips that spawn will be dependent on the quality of the blade. And all you do is you just grab one piece and you stick it to the blade, and then in our current system it's a little bit rough around the edges, so it helps if you grab the part that you just welded on for it to work. And you can see what happens if I don't do that right now. There's a little bug. Well, obviously we're going to fix this, but if you want to get around this, all you do is you just got to put it down and then grab that last part, which was the grip, and then it'll weld just fine. So there we go. We have ourselves a finished sword ready to do battle with whatever evil foes may come our way. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comment section, and happy blacksmithing.